Let's imagine that you have an Excel file with more than 5,000 lines and you want to quickly filter it using different criteria. But this would take a lot of time, right? Well, not necessarily. In this video, you are going to see how you can build from scratch an Excel like this one. You are going not only to see how it's made, but also you'll be able to download it. Stay with us till the end because we also have a surprise for you. In the video that you see in the upper right, we showed how you can download your LinkedIn connection data. If you want to see how to get your connections data from LinkedIn, check out that video. Now, let's start with our topic.
Yeah!
As soon as you open the LinkedIn connections file, you will see something like this. In our case, we replaced the actual data with imaginary information to protect the privacy of our connections. As you can see, the file is in CSV format and it's not organized at all. The very first thing to do is to save it with a different name and in a different format. Let's rename it already and save it in a macro-enabled format. Getting back to our file, let's do a bit of housekeeping and prepare our raw data by removing extra content and organizing the columns as we want them to be. We can remove the content from the first 2 lines and add some extra rows. This will allow us to place the search bars above the raw data. Now, let's change the fonts and the column size. We can select all the columns and right-click on column width. Let's choose a value of 30. Let's also zoom in a bit. Now, let's select the entire table and make it dynamic. To do this, we go to Home and click on Format as Table. We can confirm that our table has headers and press OK. As soon as we add the dynamic table and we click on it, we can see that the Table Design menu option appears. We can see that by default our table's name is Table 1. We need to remember this name, as we will use later on. Let's go to the next step, for which we need to have the developer option active. We can click anywhere on the blank parts of the menu, right-click and select Customize ribbon. We need to ensure that we have the developer option active and hit OK. As we have the developer mode active, we go to Insert and select an ActiveX text box. We can draw it above the column where we want to search. Now, we can right-click on it and go to Properties. In the Properties, there are only 2 things that we need to do. First is to change the name of the text box. We can call it fname as from here we are going to search in the first names column. The second thing that we need to do is to link a cell. For this exercise, we are going to select the cell G4. As soon as we do this, we can close the Properties window. We will repeat the very same steps to add search bars for the last name, the company, and the current position. We will continue linking the cells up to J4. Let's do it quickly. As soon as you finish with the properties, we can right-click again on the first text box and select View Code. We recommend right-clicking on the text box to access the code as you'll have already the text box name. Before adding our code, we need to add above a new line and write option explicit. Next, we can insert here this piece of code. Don't worry about the code, you have it already in the description below. In this code, what is the most important for us is to ensure that we have the right table name. And it's Table 1 indeed. It's also critical to be sure that we specify the correct column number. As we are going to look for the first name, the field is number 1. Finally, we need to ensure that we have the correct linked cell. If you remember, the linked cell for this field was G4. Now, we can simply copy and paste the same code, while making the necessary adjustments for each one of the search fields. It's very important to keep in mind that if you copy and paste the same code, you need also to use the correct name of the text boxes, just like you did in the properties. Getting back to our file, we can see that the design mode is still active. We need to deactivate it before testing our codes. Once deactivated, let's see what's happening when we start typing in the fields. As you can see, everything that we are writing in the text field, it's being mirrored in the linked cells. And we can see that our code is working as is filtering using our criteria. But if we do multiple searches, we need to deactivate manually the filters and also delete manually what was previously inserted. And this is not very nice, right? Let's fix this. First, let's change the name of the worksheet and call it Smart Filters. We need to remember this information as we will need it for our new code. Next, let's insert a shape. Let's go again to the codes. This time, let's right-click on the worksheet name and click from their view code. Here, we can paste this code below the other ones. We are not going to insist too much on the code, but in a few words there is a part that clears all filters automatically and another part that cleans the text in the search fields. We save again and close the VBA editor. We have the codes, we have the shape, it's time to connect them. We need to right-click on the shape and select Assign Macro. We will select the first one, the clear filter one, as that code is calling all the other codes. As you can see, the filters are still active, and also we have a piece of text left. As soon as we click once, it clears the search criteria. When we click twice, it's also clearing the filters. Now, let's do one final thing before offering you the surprise that we mentioned. Let's add a count to the results. To do this, we will use the subtotal function. We click on the equal sign, we type subtotal, and then we add a count A, or a criteria 3, and we select the entire range down to the bottom. As it's a dynamic table, you'll see that the range will be automatically converted to a named range. And now, the surprise! Our surprise for you is that you not only get the Excel file for free, but much more. You can go to firemorghost.com, enter the VIP area, and use this password. The password is FIRE24. With this password, you get access to Excel files, music, quizzes, books, play with our happy and grumpy AI, and much, much more. While you were watching our promotion, we made a few design changes in the Excel file, and this is how it looks for download on the VIP area. In the description you have all the codes, and also a link to one of our blog posts where we explain more into detail how to update each one of the codes. We hope that you like this video and find it useful. Subscribe to this channel to see more. Thanks for watching and see you soon!